everybody. Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
Today we are flying back to Japan, but this time we have seats in Delta One. This is the first time that we're experiencing these private cabins on an international flight. They come with lie-flat beds and offer premium dining and exclusive amenities. But the question is it really worth the insanely expensive price? And once we land in Japan, we'll show you our hotel right in the heart of Shibuya, grab dinner at a must-visit fried beef cutlet restaurant, and end the night with the largest projection mapping show in the world. Why don't you come with us on this adventure?
Today we're flying to Japan, and we're flying Delta One, which we've never done on an international flight before. And at LAX a month or two ago, they opened up a new Delta One lounge. We've been in the normal SkyClub, which is great. They have like a buffet. It's a really nice way to relax before your flight. But the Delta One lounge is supposed to be like,
oh my god,
5 steps above that.
I didn't even realize there was a Delta One lounge. How exciting.
The question is, where is it?
Yeah.
Let's try to find it.
When we first walked in, they handed us this card that shows us all the amenities offered in the Delta One lounge. I was not expecting this level of service. You actually can sit down and they serve you here, as opposed to the regular Delta lounge where it's just like a buffet. And there's so many different things. Like there's shower suites, there's massage chairs. You could get premium cocktails. I'm sad that we only have like an hour in here. But I'm gonna soak up all the time.
So usually during the daytime here, they have a whole sushi bar, but that doesn't start until 11, and we're here at like 8 a.m. So they serve breakfast, and they have a whole breakfast menu. Oh my god, they got destination martinis that are like the letters of the airports you're going to.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, this is really swanky. I gotta say, my first impressions, it's like very like mid-century modern. A lot of like dark wood. I think they said they wanted to like capture like the nature of California or something like that.
So I just ordered some English breakfast tea, and I wanted it iced because I'm a baby and I don't like hot tea. And he brought over like this whole setup. I wasn't expecting this. Yeah. I have like this honey pot with like a bunch of honey in it. Like, wow, I want one of these at home. Why don't I have a honey pot like this at home? I also got myself a liquid vitality elixir shot, and this has lemon, ginger, honey, and yuzu. Why not? Gotta boost my immune system. We're about to go on a 2.5-week trip, and I want to be feeling my best. I've actually never had any kind of juice shot before, so...
Are you supposed to take it all in like one gulp?
I think so?
Okay, go for it.
Oh my god. Okay. Spicy. It was good though.
They have a whole section in the corner where you can just grab and go. They have a bacon cheddar chive biscuit, spiced apple scone. Oh, look at this shrimp salad croissant. And all the stuff here looks so good.
So of course I had to order the avocado toast, and I gotta say this is the bougiest, fanciest avocado toast I've ever seen.
For an included option in a lounge.
Yeah, this is a work of art. I don't wanna look at all this avocado. That's like a whole half of an avocado there. I love the addition of the radish and the flax seeds on top. It gives it a nice crunch to mix with like the squishy avocado. I don't think this is the best avocado toast that I've ever had. It's a little bit too bougie for me, but it's still really, really good. Like any avocado toast is good avocado toast.
And for my breakfast, I ended up getting the breakfast croissant. This has fluffy scrambled eggs, Nasuki's bacon, California cheddar, and avocado. This croissant is so buttery and flaky, and the eggs are like so fluffy. This might be one of the better breakfast sandwiches I've ever had.
Wow.
I usually don't drink this early in the morning, but I was like, I gotta try out their cocktails because we're probably never gonna be here again. So I ended up getting the Mai Oh Mai. This is their take on a Mai Tai. So the presentation is immaculate. Let's try it out. When I took a sip of it, you know how like you have that Remy Ratatouille moment? It was like that, but instead of getting on a plane, I was just transported to Hawaii. So good. It's more sweet than usual for like a Mai Tai, but you know, I like sweet, so 5 out of 5 Peters.
So I just went to the bathroom and I went down this hallway and I was like, where's the bathroom? And then I realized that each individual stall is like its own little bathroom suite. So it's really nice. There's like a seat in there. There's like some plants. There's this really cool light hanging from the ceiling that almost looks like a crystal ball. This place is great. And on the back of this card, there's actually a map of the Delta terminal, and it tells you how long it's going to take to walk to your gate. So our gate, I think it's going to take like 4 minutes. We got to get going. This hallway right here connects to the other Delta lounge, so that's pretty cool. If you don't want the amenities here, you can walk over there and grab something from the buffet if you wanted.
So right now we got to run to our gate, which is unfortunate. We should have come here earlier because I would have liked to have spent some more time in the Delta One lounge.
Yeah, I didn't want to wake up any earlier, so sorry. Maybe next time.
We'd like to thank Masterclass for sponsoring this portion of today's video and making adventures like this possible. If you don't know, Masterclass is a membership to thousands of lessons, but the great thing that sets Masterclass apart is that you're learning from the world's best in their respective fields. So for instance, if you want to learn how to cook, who better to learn how to cook from than Gordon Ramsay? If you want to learn how to direct, how about Martin Scorsese? If you want to learn how to be a good leader, how about Disney CEO Bob Iger? Or if you want to learn magic, how about Penn and Teller? The funny thing is, I've been a Masterclass subscriber for a bunch of years now. I've personally taken all the classes I just mentioned, and if you've tried my scrambled eggs, you know I'm not kidding when I say I've learned a lot from Gordon Ramsay. The lessons are usually bite-sized 10-minute segments, which makes it easy to learn on your own, or if you're like me, you can binge them all in one go, which I'll probably do on the plane. Masterclass members get unlimited access to thousands of online lessons from over 200 expert instructors, all for just $10 a month, billed annually, and new lessons are added all the time. Check out Masterclass and turn your professional aspirations into achievements. Click on the link in the description below to get started today for 15% off. Thanks, Masterclass. And now back to this adventure. Let's get on this plane.
So I've never flown Delta One before, and I didn't realize that it was like this whole little cubicle looking area. Obviously these seats lay flat. That is like the biggest perk of booking Delta One, but I didn't know it was gonna have like a table and like a divider. Can I close this if I don't want to look at you?
Yeah.
For more privacy?
I think so. Wait, why would you want to do that?
So that's cool. And then I think I have like a little door over here. Does this close too?
Yeah.
Oh wow. You're like totally secluded. I should make like a fort out of like sheets. I should put like my blanket, like a pillow fort. No? Anyways, we have an amenity kit and I'm excited to see what's inside. Has some goodies inside. It looks like there's a sleeping mask. Nice. Some socks. Delta socks, love that. There is, of course, a toothbrush. Pen. I never have a pen. I'm gonna put this in my bag. Wow, I'm gonna cherish this forever. Some earplugs, because I don't want to listen to Peter on the flight. Ooh, some kind of fancy hand cream. My hands are gonna be so moisturized throughout this entire trip. They give you this dining menu, and I think we get at least 2 meals. We get a meal when we leave and a meal when we arrive. Then I think snacks in between. Look at this little glass.
What did you order?
I just ordered a glass of champagne. He's like, do you want a mimosa? I was like, I think I'll just take it without the orange juice. Thank you.
So the menus on Delta One are curated by top chefs. So I was just looking at this, and the Western menu is curated by John and Vinny, which is like this famous Italian
Oh my gosh,
pizza place in LA. So I'm gonna have to get some cheese lasagna. Sounds good. And it's cool that they have like every side of the menu. One's in English, one's in Japanese. And it looks like we're getting quite a bunch of things. So I'm excited.
I love this little hidden cubby over here. That's where you can find the headphones, and then way back in here, a bottle of water.
And of course, they also brought us a pair of slippers.
Oh, that's so nice.
I ordered myself a mimosa because you got to start off the flight right?
Yeah.
Right.
There's no other way besides a mimosa or just a glass of champagne. I just noticed down here is my command center. This is where you're gonna control the chair from. Has a bunch of different positions, like the lay flat, or you can lounge. You could just relax if you want, or you could be fully upright.
So right next to your seat is actually a power outlet with USB-C and also a headphone jack, so you can listen to the in-flight entertainment.
I just noticed that there's a hanger over here. Just push it like that, flips out, you could hang stuff there.
So our flight attendant just came over and gave us some bad news. There's not going to be any Wi-Fi as we're flying over the Pacific Ocean. My whole plan was to watch YouTube on my phone for this trip. So now I'm frantically like trying to download YouTube videos because I have YouTube Premium. Oh, we're taking off.
We don't have a window, so I can't see anything, so it makes it extra scary for some reason.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
They just came around and handed us some warm, like scalding hot towels. They smell kind of like refreshing.
So luxurious.
Am I supposed to? What do I do with it?
Wipe your hands and your face.
Oh, wow. It has like essential oils or something in it. Wow. It does feel good, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, I love this table. It's so big and it's so far away from you. Normally, like, the table comes right down on my lap.
Yeah.
This is like so spacious.
They just came around with the bar cart. Could have got anything, but I got myself a Coke Zero. And they also passed out some nuts, and I think they're hot.
So here's some hot nuts. Even the bowl is a little bit warm. I don't know if I've ever had hot nuts before. Have you? Oh, it's too hot to hold.
They warm them up in the oven for us. Tastes a little bit sweeter. I just noticed that the can is actually a Japanese Coke Zero.
So you might be curious what I'm going to watch on our flight to Japan. It's like a 12-hour long flight. Normally I watch The Office, but I'm going to switch it up this time and watch Friends. And I just wanted to comment on how big this screen is. I feel like this is like 4 times the size of a normal Delta screen.
Yeah.
Like, it's so big. I started watching it and it feels like I'm in like my own private movie theater or something. And these are noise canceling, so it kind of blocks out some of the noise. This is so amazing. Like, I just can't get over this. I feel so lucky. Am I yelling? Sorry.
So our starters have arrived, and we got the Western menu. You can get a Japanese menu, and the chef that actually programmed that menu has 2 restaurants in Japan with Michelin stars. But our menu is programmed by John and Vinny. They have a bunch of restaurants in LA. They have John and Vinny's, Son of a Gun, and Animal. They're highly acclaimed. They're James Beard award winning. And our starter has poached shrimp with lemon caper aioli, a sweet potato soup with roasted pepitas, a mixed green salad that has grape tomatoes, cucumber, balsamic vinaigrette, and then a caramelized onion focaccia with Banner butter. Is that made by Bruce Banner? I don't know. But the thing I wanted to comment on is this little pepper, this little packet of pepper. I think it's supposed to be like the wind turbine on the plane.
That's so cool.
That's cool. Cool little detail.
And of course, the silverware is real, and it's by the brand Alessi, but it's actually branded for Delta. So it actually says Delta on there, which is crazy. Also, pro tip, put your napkin like this because you're on a shaky airplane. Peter already spilled soup on himself. And I'm wearing like a light color. I don't want to spill it on myself. But the soup's really good.
Thanks for calling me out.
Listen, I'm keeping it real. For my main course, I actually got the vegan option. And it was really cool. They emailed us a few days before our flight so we could actually pick all of our meals beforehand. And I was like, I'm going to try the vegan dish. Why not? This wasn't even something that was on the menu, so I think like quantities are super limited, but it's huge. It's like a huge portion.
So my meal just arrived and it looks incredible. This is John and Vinny's cheese lasagna. This is pomodoro sauce, roasted cherry tomatoes, and parmesan. And like everything we've had today, it does not look like it should be served on a plane. This looks like something you get on land, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited to try it. The plate's hot, so I'm gonna put it
Yeah, I was like, why are you touching it? She literally was like, don't touch the plate, it's hot.
I taste the tomatoes more than I taste the cheese, which is different than any lasagna I've ever had before.
Ooh.
I like it. I'd give it like a 4 out of 5 peanuts.
The more I eat this curry, the spicier it gets. So if you don't like spicy food, I wouldn't recommend getting this.
So as I said, we've never traveled internationally on Delta One. This experience has been amazing. But the reason why we haven't done it is it's so expensive. So these 2 seats, round trip from Los Angeles to Tokyo, would have cost us $10,000. It's hard pill to swallow when you can buy tickets like back that way in economy for $1,000. So 1/10 the price. So the way we got these seats were through booking with points. We have accumulated enough points over the years to buy these seats, and we just had to pay like $96 in taxes.
Crazy.
Yeah, so what we do is we have a Delta credit card. We have a Delta Amex Reserve card. And we love it because for every dollar we spend, we end up getting points towards to use for miles for flights, but we also get miles, qualifying miles, which can get us to certain status with Delta. So I'd highly recommend if you travel more than a couple times a year. We travel probably like 6 times a year. Not enough to get us to like a big status, but because we have this credit card, when we book flights in economy, we automatically get upgraded to Comfort Plus. And then when we're getting on the plane, 90% of the time they're like, you've been upgraded to first class.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's incredible. So I'd highly recommend check out. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to apply. It's an affiliate link. We have partnered with Karen Nate's Daily Drop so that you could apply to either of the credit cards. We used to have the Platinum card. We've gone up to the Reserve card because the Reserve card gets you more miles per your spend, but it costs more money. So anyways, just wanted to mention that because I know a lot of people are like, how did you get to fly a Delta One? And that's how. We didn't pay for it. I guess we did.
We just saved our miles. Like, we were holding on to so many miles, and
It was a few years.
we've finally spent them, and it feels exciting.
Feels good.
They just rolled around with a dessert cart where you could get some cheese, some cheesecake, or an ice cream sundae. So I went with the ice cream sundae, and I got berries, chocolate, and crushed Biscoff cookies on top.
Oh yeah, because Delta always gives you those Biscoff
It's like
cookies.
the signature Delta cookie. The ice cream is a little hard, I'm not gonna lie, but oh my god.
And I had to get the caramel cheesecake. I got it with some chocolate drizzled on top and some whipped cream. Looks good. Again, not. I don't know. I guess this is how the rich people fly. Back in economy, we don't get any.
Yeah, we don't get like a dessert cart.
I love caramel. I love cheesecake. I give it a 5 out of 5. I just want to point out how luxurious and how much space you have in Delta One. Not only do you have the tray table that comes out, you have this little area over here for your sodas. I have like all my like tech gear and stuff just sitting here. It's nice. Look at this. Right over here we got some reading material. I'm not sure it's reading material anybody wants to read. We'll keep you right over there.
So another feature of the Delta One pod is you could actually close the door. And then you have even more privacy. They have dimmed the lights. We're all done eating for now. I guess the real question is, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna relax? Am I gonna lounge, or am I gonna turn it into a bed? I think I'm gonna lounge.
It moves like really slow.
It does.
I like the mood lighting here.
There's even a button here for do not disturb. I decided to lay all the way down, and this is so nice because you get a pillow and a blanket. Good night.
I think I like the lounge mode more than I like the completely lay flat mode. But I've just been here watching YouTube videos I've downloaded to my phone, thanks to YouTube Premium. Kitra's watching Friends stuff.
I just went to the bathroom, and there's actually spray in there. Like if you were to stink it up. I didn't, but I've never noticed that. I didn't, but I didn't notice that. Like, is that in all the bathrooms, like on the plane, or is it just in this one?
I don't know.
And then I was coming back to my little pod, and I noticed that everybody has their door closed. Everybody's just in their own little world, having a good time. I accidentally fell asleep for maybe 10 minutes. I woke myself up by snoring. I was all the way flat. It was nice down there. Took off my shoes, put on my slippers.
One eternity later.
Got some breakfast. I just got like yogurt and fruit. They came around with like these little, I guess like cleansing wipes to wake you up, I'm assuming. Right before they came and woke us up, like I got a good clip of Peter sleeping. He was out. Like you were like, I'm envious. I wish I was sleeping like that.
You were. I got video footage.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
You were sleeping.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So right now it's almost 9 p.m. in Los Angeles, and it's almost 2 p.m. in Tokyo. We're gonna land like around 3 p.m. On like a flight like this, it's good to get like a few hours of sleep, but you don't want to sleep the entire flight because when you land, you want to be able to like make it until the end of the night and then go to sleep, or else like you're screwed jet lag wise. You want to like try to get on the time zone of where you're going. So like I got a couple hours of sleep that hopefully will let us get to like 8 or 9 p.m. tonight.
I ended up watching American Beauty and this movie called The Strangers. I've seen American Beauty before. I love that movie, but it's been a while, and I was like, oh, I want to watch that. But The Strangers would not recommend. It's not good. That was one of the ones that I kept seeing a trailer for, like in the theater, and like it just piqued. I would never usually like be interested in a movie like that, but I won't spoil it. But you don't need to ever watch that movie. It was not good. But I watched the whole thing. I didn't even give up. It was bad.
So we landed into Haneda Airport. That's closer to the city center than Narita Airport. So that's why we came here. So we're gonna go through customs, and then I booked a airport transfer to our hotel through Klook. We could just take the train. I feel like we are well versed at the train at this point, but we have all this like luggage, and I'd rather just like get in a car, even though it's gonna cost us a bit more, and not like have to deal with that like minute one. Do you know what I mean? I just can't imagine going on the train during rush hour with all this luggage, so I'd rather just do that. I know there's also services that will transport your luggage to your hotel. It takes like up to a day, but who wants to deal with that as well? So, Klook it is. So our driver picked us up at the airport. He had like my name on a sign. He also like took our bags.
I know, that was so nice of him.
But we're waiting for the car, and we're at a
Vending machine.
And I just remember this is like the apple juice I loved, and the Fanta grape.
Oh my gosh. How awesome is it to be back?
There's a vending machine over there that has ice cream.
I love all the vending machines.
I love Japan. The ride from the airport to our hotel in Shibuya was supposed to take like 45 minutes, but we hit traffic, so it took about double that.
Oh my gosh, it took so long. I was like falling asleep in the car. He was playing this really chill music that was like perfect for snoozing.
It sounded like a Nintendo song.
Yeah, it sounded like Animal Crossing music mixed with like Mario Kart. Like it was just amazing.
Well, now we are at our hotel, so let's check in. We are staying at the Excel Hotel Tokyu. This is in Shibuya. We wanted to stay someplace different than last time. We were in Shinjuku last time at the Godzilla Hotel. Mm-hmm. We really liked Shinjuku, but this time we wanted to change it up.
Yeah, we're in the heart of Shibuya. As we were driving in, I was like recognizing the 7-Eleven we went to and walking around here. So I think this is going to be a good location.
Okay, let's get in and get our room.
Yes. I already found something that I want to buy. Remember this little doggy? You could buy plushes of him. I think we're right by this statue.
So this hotel is in the heart of Shibuya. We actually could see the Shibuya Scramble crossing as we took our elevator up to our room. You could actually like get a good view of it, like right outside of the like overlook. Right now we're going to our room.
Look, even the artwork on the walls of the crossing.
Oh.
That's funny. I just got a glimpse of myself in the mirror and it looks like I've been up for like 100 hours. But anyways, here's our room. I think it looks pretty big, all things considered, because in Tokyo, the rooms are usually pretty small. But I guess the real question is, do we have a view? of the scramble?
Let's go find out.
We don't. We have a view of some billboard, and then I think if you look at this tall building over here, I think that's Shibuya Sky. We did that last time we were in Tokyo, and it's awesome. I can't believe that we're like literally in the heart of Shibuya.
Yeah.
Good job. Peter picked this hotel.
We got a little table.
Yeah.
We got 2 beds. We got a small little TV.
Oh, yes. We have like the, what is this, a rice cooker? Or is this, I don't know what it is. But we have a bunch of stuff.
Isn't it like a tea maker?
Is it?
Or no, it is rice cooker or something.
Yeah. I just like,
Oh.
I feel like they give you so many things in these Japanese hotels. Like they usually give you like slippers and a toothbrush and just so many things that, oh, even a little mini fridge. That's nice.
Yeah. Let's check out the bathroom.
Wow. Okay. We got the good toilet. Oh, wow. Interesting. We actually have like a shower and a bathtub. I feel like at the Godzilla Hotel, it was just like one big room that was like the shower.
Yeah.
But let's do the flush test.
I was just looking at the nightstand. There's like all these buttons.
What do they mean? One says foot on it. What does that mean?
Press it.
But what if somebody comes to our door with like a pair of shoes or something? No? Okay, foot.
Okay, I'm tired, but I'm more hungry than tired. So let's go find some good food. I can't believe that we're back in Japan. I am so excited. Okay, I have directions to the place I want to go. Hopefully we can get in. So the place we're grabbing dinner tonight is Gyukatsu Motomura. Lots of people recommended this to us. This is Gyukatsu, which is a deep fried breaded cutlet of beef. And it's like not on the main street, it's like off to the side, like on a side street. So the beef cutlets are cooked, but then you cook it yourself to the tenderness that you want. We were told like 5 to 10 seconds per side. That's how it comes. That's so tender, like it melts in your mouth. That was incredible.
So good, so satisfying. It was kind of a long wait, but I understand why, because it's a very small restaurant. I think there was like 8 or 10 seats in there, and you're literally roasting one piece of meat at a time and just savoring the flavors.
How long did we wait? An hour?
I think we waited at least an hour. And
you know what?
Honestly,
it's worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was
I would say it's
so
worth
good.
like a 2-hour wait.
Yeah. I was like getting a little hangry because I'm like, why are we just like flew across the country, like why are we waiting in this line? But I'm gonna like go to bed happy now.
Yeah, I am so full. Our
Yeah.
plate, I don't know, that was just an amazing experience. And like I would literally go back if you were like by the end of this trip, let's go back. I'd be like, yes.
I mean, it's right by our hotel, so we could like on our final day go back.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
rope drop it.
Yeah, but it is very, very tiny in there.
Yeah, but highly recommend. 5 out of 5 across the board. That's gonna be one of the new things that I crave, like once we get back home.
And it comes with like this bowl of white rice, and they were like, you know, only comes with one of the rice, and I didn't know what the big deal was with it. And it is just white rice, but it goes so well together with that beef. I don't know, it just complements it.
Yeah,
so
I highly
perfectly.
recommend cooking the beef and then dipping it in all the little sauces. Get some of the cabbage, get some of the rice. There was like some more adventurous stuff on the plate. Like I think there was like some fish eggs and some other stuff.
And I do
all was really good.
4 seconds, both sides.
Yeah.
By the way, the perfect amount, I think, is like 3 to 5 seconds on each side. And I just dipped it in the soy sauce. Next level. I'm already saying it right now. Not just 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Galaxy. It's really good. Yeah. If you come to Japan, get this.
Yeah.
This is like amazing.
It's really quiet in here, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit awkward. But great. You gotta be quick.
Yeah.
They're slippery. They might fall out of your chopsticks.
Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, every night they have the largest projection mapping show in the world, certified by Guinness Book of World Records. And we're here to watch one of those shows. I think it's different on the weekend than it is in the weekday. We're here for the weekday show. And it happens like every half an hour. Whoa, that's cool. Now I know projection mapping doesn't come across amazing at home, but seeing it on a building this big, when all I've seen is like the castle at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, this was so massive that it actually kind of hurt my neck. Like, cause I was like looking up so much, but it was really cool. They had like tables and like chairs and like bean bags for people to chill out on and watch it. It was such a like mellow vibe and everyone was just there like enjoying it. I don't know. It was really cool. There was like a few different segments and I guess they were each by like different Tokyo artists.
Yeah, my favorite is probably Pac-Man Eats Tokyo.
Yeah, that was a good start.
But apparently on the weekend, I think right now they have Godzilla. They have different ones.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, so you gotta come back and see them all.
Yeah, that was really cool. I'm glad we got to check it out.
And of course, we have more adventures in Japan. If you want to see them, we'll put them right over there. I want to say thank you to some of our Patreons. That includes
Jim and Michelle, Kyle and Emma, and Jesse and Liz. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next adventure. Don't know what she's doing. She's just like,
Ow, oh, my body hurts.